welcome back to the channel. My name's Tara, also known as Little Miss Freakshow, and you're watching Freakshow's Forgotten Films, the series in which I watch all the movies that I've gathered up and haven't watched because I'm a terrible person, and we'll draw them from this casket right here, which I have to paint again because I've changed my entire background purple, which is why this video is a day late. This is what we were doing yesterday, was completely overhauling the lights, everything, so that I could have a purple background, and me and Sheldon will be having eventually a red background, but right now it's just my horror stuff is moved over to another location so that he can have a nice little background with me, and mine is purple. So I'm gonna paint this purple. But anyway, besides the point, let's go ahead and rattle the box. If you can hear clicking in the background, I apologize. Sheldon is actually trying to locate a few movies for us to watch. Alright. So today we're going to be watching this one. Hopefully something half decent. Usually not. Oh yes, this could not be more perfect. This could not be more perfect. Especially since Sheldon's going to be here for this one. He's going to love this so much. I've been wanting to watch this forever. We're watching Bubba Ho-Tep, which is going to be very easy for me to find. I'm not even going to cut. It's right here. Ooh, lighting. If I get out of frame. The lighting changes. Cool. So yeah, Bubba Ho-Tep. Let's get it out of its little Elvis suit here. Now, Bubba Ho-Tep, technically I've seen. Some of these are movies that I have seen before, but I don't remember in the least. So I do remember this is an Elvis, well, technically I think it's supposed to be Elvis, and who is it? JFK, yes, I was gonna say, one of the presidents. JFK are fighting a mummy, but in a retirement home. Yes, that is what's happening. So, we're gonna go watch this, and I will be back in, I can't read an hour and 32 minutes. Alright, and we're back. So Bubba Ho-Tep came out in 2002, I do believe, and is directed by Don Coscarelli, starring Bruce Campbell and Ozzie Davis. IMDb gave this a 6.9, Letterboxd gave it a 3 out of 5, and I'm giving it an 8.5. I do remember watching this before now. However, I had forgotten how good the movie is. I had only retained the silliness of it. I retained the giant bug creature thing, which is cuter than I remember it being. And I do remember the the fact that we're talking about the cyst on his penis all the time. But no, 100%, this was a lot better than I remember it being. This is a lot more interesting than I remember it being. There's more, I don't know what, I guess, when I first saw this, I was in high school. Because I saw it when it came out. So I was probably 17 or 18 and was very much of the South Park generation. So that's all I retained from it, was the raunchy, gross humor and the inappropriate stuff. But the story is actually really fantastic. It's not scary at all, which is the reason why I only gave it an 8.5. Could have used more of the mummy. But this was really, really great. Really great. What do you think, babe?
I liked it.
He loved it.
I liked it a lot. That was really good.
He's not appearing on screen, and there's a reason why he's not appearing on screen right now. Just this is why we have two separate sets. This is... Hi.
Hi!
Thank you, sir. This is why we split up the sets. So that... Because when we were standing here, all you seen was like the top of the wall. You didn't see any of this cool stuff. So this is my little short people set. And the tall people set's over there, in which I'm going to have to stand on a stool. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the movie. Back to the movie. This was great. Everybody should see Bubba Ho-Tep. Even if they're not like a horror fan, even if you just like raunchy comedies, it's a raunchy comedy. This is grumpy old man meets like, I don't know, the Brendan Fraser mummy at times. The whole premise is that Elvis Presley switched places with an Elvis impersonator back years and years and years ago. He ended up spending his time as an Elvis impersonator and then throwing his hip out, which I felt that, and falling off stage, felt that too, and going into a coma for, I believe, 20 years. And when he woke up, he was in a retirement center. The other Elvis is dead, the actual Elvis impersonator, and now everybody thinks he's fake Elvis and he's real Elvis. He wants to be real Elvis. It's a whole big thing. His best friend is a black man named Jack, who thinks he's JFK. He thinks that they removed part of his brain, replaced it with a sandbag, and then dyed him black. And that's how they covered up JFK dying. It's a whole big thing. That's the funny part. This is all the stuff I remember. But, like, the actual story and how, like, sad this movie is, good lord, the ending almost had me crying. I forgot how sad it is. And how likable the characters end up being. Because, man, I do love them two men so much by the time this is over. Like, they're assholes, especially Bruce Campbell, but if he's not, like, the epitome of likable asshole, I don't know who is. And probably the best person they could have playing a jackass version of Elvis would be Bruce Campbell, because he already looks like Elvis, and he kind of sounds and acts like Elvis, so it's kind of fantastic. But that's all I got to say about this one. We're gonna go watch Phantasm, actually, which is really funny, because we had planned on watching that today anyway, so it's gonna be Don Cascarelli Day. And I will see you next week sometime. Hopefully on time this time. Okay? Bye!